day 90, 120, doesn't matter. You'll have to just live by a code that you've written yourself. And this code is only supposed to alleviate you. I want to relax. When I say relax, you know what I mean. And even if you learn something, you have to be in flesh here, do something for yourself to make that change. Let's talk about that diary now. And when you find yourself low there, obviously, you get your hand even lower. This does create stress. This food is highly capable of getting you turned on in that way. Like, do you want to listen to your body? And this reason could now be sustainable for maybe 2 days, 3 days, or 3 months. By the way, this is a general day for all days of people, meaning if you're just a beginner, you'll have to do this in the near future. If you're on day 90, you'll have to continue doing this because, yeah, you'll have to have a set of actions that keeps you away from it. And also, when you keep yourself away from that, you need something to do. You need something to conquer, which in this place is you, obviously. But you just cannot conquer yourself directly. You'll have to direct your energy into some other places. In a couple days, I'll be also showing when you're like a total beginner and when you're trying to break yourself from the start up, how to do it. And usually at this hour of the day, this scene of the day, I head out for my workout. But today's situation's a little different. It's going to be an irregular day because I have to take my guy for his regular checkup. Also have to get his meds and his blood test and all of that. And after that, I will be consumed by, I want to get something good for myself that makes me feel better, which obviously I have to keep myself away from because that's a part of sticking to my inevitables in the day. So today's kind of an irregular day, but even when the odds are against me, how do I handle that? That is what I'm showing to you, and this is actually saying if you're on day 2, 3, 4, and obviously if you're in day 90, which today I'm not, today's like day 40 plus something, but still you'll have to stick yourself to a grind. And what do I do to keep myself reminding like what the daily grind is? Obviously I'm gonna also give you that, but yeah, it is an irregular day. And I'm going to show you how will I keep myself sane from here, and obviously not taking my hand down there. Because this is generating the feeling of I was not able to work out today, and there are a lot of days this happens to me, I am not allowing myself to fill up this void of grief with other feelings that will be generated by the content that I watch. That means I'm still not watching any IT, I'm still not watching any content, and I'm gonna stick myself to the inevitables that I've decided for myself in the day, because yeah, this is what I have been doing for so many days, and this does work out. By the way, this is not something that you have to do. This is something that's on my end, and obviously you got things on your end. So mine happens to be prepare those meals. Yours can be prepare yourself for your future and the things you're trying to conquer in your life, because obviously you're a human, you have this plan, and being born as a human being means you'll have to get something done. So whatever you have to get done, just make sure this device is away. And when you're totally blown up from here out of your mind, you do not feel like doing any, that's not mean you have to go back to this guy to fill yourself up with those emotions from that content, because that content is the number one reason that makes you even more depressed. And when you find yourself low there, obviously you get your hand even lower. I got myself some snacks, whereas I gave my guy the whole diet he needs for getting his medication in. So why am I not consuming this? It's because the place where I'm gonna cook it all is kind of a shared place, and also other people are in line to get their turn. And for me to cook my meal, it was gonna take me good 1 hour, and in this 1 hour I have to make it to that place, because you can see it's 9:30, and around 10:30 Doc shows up, sometimes around 10:40. So obviously I just cannot afford to lose that appointment, because today's day is really necessary to get silver and all of that. This does create stress. The point is, I do prefer eating clean, but when the situations are there and I just cannot do anything about them, I do adjust. I'm not eating clean right now, and that is totally fair. This food is highly capable of getting you turned on in that way. But because I have practiced it so many times, I just want to tell you, even if you consume this, you can still tame yourself. It's all about what do you want to do? Like, do you want to listen to your body, or do you have to listen to the thing or the tasks, not or the task, but the tasks that you have to check mark on? Before a time at Doc's place, and the reason is you do not know when the Doc's going to show up. And some days Doc is early, some days a little late. But what my job here is, because I have a lot of waking time here, I should not be spending my eyes on screen. And it's so hot outside today. But at Doc's place, it went really well. We got our turn within an hour. For an hour, I was standing. You guys saw it. Obviously, did not use my screen at all. And now I've been handling some more tasks, for which there's no one to cover for. But as soon as I'm done with all of this creates stress. And every day it has been like this. But every day I've been living by my diary. I've been living by my tasks, and I will show you that diary today, like what am I doing on a personal basis to keep myself on track for the last 40 plus days. And this is the exact path that you have to follow for yourself, regardless whether you're in day 1, starting out, you're in day 90, 120, doesn't matter. You'll have to just live by a code that you've written for yourself, and this code is only supposed to alleviate you from the past. And now I've made it to my place. I've had a couple things, not whole food, but snacks. And after this, I want to relax. When I say relax, you know what I mean. But I'm not going there, obviously, so I need something else, which is obviously for me consuming content. For a lot of people, it's consuming content. But, yeah, I'm only going to sit here and no content. That is how I tame myself. Because I've got to get that take on my diary. So I want to give you guys a little recap on what I did the entire day, because it's only a little over half today, and my eyes were just so tired. Although I didn't watch any screen, but still I believe it's because of the stress that my body has taken for the last couple days, because I haven't worked out in like 4 days. Obviously I didn't work out today, and after that I did get the appointment, then prepared all that breakfast, and did a lot more, which I don't even remember, because, yeah, it was stressful. And then took my guy to the dock, waited for an hour there, conversation there, picked his mess, went out again, did more work, and now you guys saw me cooking more meals for my guys here. And, yeah, my eyes are tired. I want to go back to bed, but if I go right now, which is like it's around 3:30 or maybe 4 p.m., I won't be able to sleep at night, because this charge that I get from sleeping for this little while, well, you do not have to worry about that. The point is, I can keep myself awake, I can get my eyes to open if I start watching something, but this something is not going to help me out, because watching this is actually hurting me in the long term. I will be distracted, and obviously I'm going to spend a good amount of hours scrolling content, and obviously I'm not going to get anything in return from that, because it's only content. You have to take action. Even if you learn something from that content, you have to be in flesh here, do something for yourself to make that change. And right now, for me to make that change for myself, on day 40 plus is stay away from that screen. And, yeah, a couple more tasks. I have to help my guys out again. And I don't even know what's more waiting, because I think there were a couple more things from yesterday. But none of this matters. Like, whatever is coming my way, whatever my odds are, I just have to get that check mark on my diary. And yeah, let's talk about that diary now. So even on the days I was gooning, I still had this little thing with me, and I was writing down my tasks, like what do I have to get done in a day. But obviously, I was falling short, and for a couple of days I did not even check it, although I did write it every day, as far as I remember, but I was not sticking myself to it. And because I've been trying to find something that keeps me here, because I just want to get myself on the other side. So no matter how many times I have failed, every day, if not every day, every 2 to 3 days, I'm looking for a new reason
to get myself on the flip side. Like, what is it that is going to keep me sticking to this, and what is my inevitable? What is going to be something bigger than my failures? Thankfully, I stumbled upon a video from Kevin O'Leary, who was talking about Steve Jobs, and he was talking about the grind that Steve Jobs had. He had like 3 to 5 tasks that he had to get done in the 18 hours he was away for. And that is all that mattered to him, and he would not let anything get in the way. And these days, this is my new thing. Like, this is something that I'm sticking myself to. I write it down for myself, like, what do I have to get done in a day? And this day, it just has to be completed. Because, obviously, I have failed in the past. I have been short. And obviously, if I just keep throwing myself in this short position, it is pretty sure that I will not make it. Because I've been doing it for so many years. And the result is here. I haven't made it. So for me to make it, I'll have to make those changes. And the changes are stick to the grind. The daily grind, not what you have done in the past because it's past, not to think about what's going to come next because neither you can't control that. Like, I wanted to do something else, but the situation around me was just not there today. I was so busy and I had no time for myself, not even for my workout. I'll have to make those changes, and I am sticking with my tasks. So it's not about actually the diary, it's actually about being religious with what you wrote and you completing it. And what happens on the day if you don't complete this? In a couple of years, it's going to hurt you in a way you never thought. The regret pain is going to be so intense than any pain you will ever suffer. Because, yeah, things are not meant to be here. We are not meant to be here forever. And the loved ones are going to pass away. We are going to pass away. And in those last days, this does fear me out. Like, in those last days, because, you know, as a kid I was pushed into things like you should do this and this because this has the potential to get you in life. I was not so interested in that, and I did really put any into it, although I was forced into it, and I was also forcing myself, but I was forcing myself to get myself off it as quickly as possible. The things I really wanted to do in my life are the things that I really, really did, you know? It was not like, now I want to go back, or maybe I just want to try something out, maybe something else. It was never the case for me. The thing that I really liked, I just went full on, and I failed while chasing that, but it never went away from my heart. Like, it never faded. Like, I don't want to do this today, or maybe for the days in the future. I just want to get this done, and this is also one of those things. I want to get it done. I have to be on the flip side. So if you're a person who doesn't want to do it and is looking for excuses like this hurts your health, you can go to prostate cancer and all that, you're a type of person who is trying to find something so that you can stay there. That's cool. And if you're a person who wants to get yourself on the flip side, obviously you'll have to find your own reason. And this reason could not be sustainable for maybe 2 days, 3 days, or 3 months. If your current reason fails, you'll have to find a new reason. And then one day, obviously, you are going to find something that is bigger than even your goal. You know, it does not matter if you get to there or not, but you not trying it to your fullest is going to give you so much pain. I can tell it to you already. I can feel it, what the future might look like if I keep myself in my past ways, which I'm not doing. I am making those changes. I am writing it down. And for the last, like, I'll say 2 weeks, I've been really religious with all of it in this diary. If I was failing, I was giving it a cross. If I was getting that done in a day, I was giving it a tick. And my goal is whatever are the 3 to 4 things that I have to get done in the next 18 hours, thanks to Mr. Steve Jobs, I just have to get them done in these hours. All these hours I'm awake because I wanted to go back to bed. I wanted to take a little nap. I did not take it. I just finished all the things that I had to finish with my guys over there. Came up here, telling this all to you guys. And in the next videos also, I'm going to tell you how to fix yourself when you're on day 1. because these initial days really matter, like first week, second week. It does matter to a lot of people, although it's not something of a struggle for me because I do not struggle in the initial days. I struggle in the latter days, which is this period right here. Like my brain is going there, but I have said to myself in this thing, I am just not going to be distracted by anything, and I have to get that check mark here, and I'm going to get that outcome because this outcome is totally in my hands. If I don't watch it, obviously I'll get a tick here, which means I saved my eyes, and tomorrow I'll give the mankind, the balls kind, the same thing you're going through. I have figured it out for myself, and I can share it with you guys, like how in flesh, in person, practically, in front of you guys. I'm filming it all, like how I am saving myself. I'll be able to give it to you guys. I'll be able to give you the real solution, and this is how. Life is not going to be of any regrets here in the future for me, and if this turns into something, obviously it's going to be a lot bigger than what it is already.